In this video, we will give a brief overview of RDF and RDFS. Let's get started. Resource Description Framework, more commonly known as RDF, is a graph data model that formally describes the semantics or meaning of information. It also represents metadata, that is, data about data. RDF consists of triples. These triples are based on an entity attribute value, or EAV model, in which the subject is the entity, the predicate is the attribute, and the object is the value. Each triple has a unique identifier, known as the International Resource Identifier, or IRI. IRIs look like web page addresses. The parts of a triple, the subject, predicate, and object, represent links in a graph. For example, Fred has spouse Wilma is an example of a triple. Fred is the subject, has spouse is the predicate, and Wilma is the object. Also, in the next triple, Fred has age 25. Fred is the subject, has age as the predicate, and 25 is the object or value. In this example, we demonstrate how multiple triples link together to form an RDF model. As you can see, we are describing the characters and relationships from the Flintstones television cartoon series. Here we see the triple Wilma Flintstone lives in Bedrock. Wilma Flintstone is the subject, lives in is the predicate, and Bedrock is the object. Fred Flintstone lives in Bedrock is another triple. So we know the Flintstones live in the town of Bedrock, which is part of Cobblestone County in prehistoric America. Fred Flintstone is married to Wilma, and they have a child, Pebbles. Fred works for the rock quarry company, and Wilma's mother is Pearl Slaghoople. Pebbles Flintstone is married to Bam Bam Rubble, who is the child of Barney and Betty Rubble. Thus, as you can see, many triples form an RDF model. What is RDFS? RDF Schema, more commonly known as RDFS, adds schema to the RDF. It defines a meta-model of concepts like resource, literal, class, data type, and relationships such as subclass of and subproperty of, domain, and range. RDFS provides a means for defining the classes, properties, and relationships in an RDF model and organizing these concepts and relationships into hierarchies. RDFS specifies entailment rules or axioms for the concepts and relationships. These rules can be used to infer new triples, as we show on the next slide. Looking at this example, we see how new triples can be inferred by applying RDFS rules to a small RDF or RDFS model. In this model, we use RDFS to define that the has-spouse relationship is restricted to humans. And as you can see, human is a subclass of mammal. If we assert that Wilma is Fred's spouse using the has-spouse relationship, then we can infer that Fred and Wilma are human because in RDFS, the has-spouse relationship is defined to be between humans. And because we also know humans are mammals, we can further infer that Fred and Wilma are mammals.